Welcome to Fun Python Projects. In this video, we'll be looking at how to make a photo resizer. We've had previous projects on, how to, I think, turn a picture to black and white. I think that was the last one we did about photo. So here we are looking at how to make a photo resizer. Like you want to reduce the size of your photo. How do we go about it? Okay, this project lets you easily resize images using Python. You can change an image's width and height while keeping its aspect ratio intact. It's perfect for preparing images for websites, social media, or optimizing storage space. So if you want to reduce the size of your picture, this is your go-to place. Most of the projects I've been coming up with, they have practical applications. You can actually get to do these things on your own. So to resize photo, so we'll do it in two ways. You can do the general resizing where you import libraries like Pillow. So from PIL, you import image. So you can then open an image file. So we need input path, input JPG. So I'm going to use that JPG file. So if you come here for sure, if you click on this file, so this shows you the possible documents we have. So it's connecting now. So you can see we just have the sample and all that. But I'm going to bring this input.jpg. So I click on this and I come here. This is our input.jpg. So I upload that here. So it is telling me to make sure I have it saved somewhere, which is okay. So it has brought the input.jpg now. So with that in place now, so I can forget about this. So now what else? So it takes in this input.jpg. We can change the files. You can change to your image file name. So if your image has another file name, you can change it here. Then once I do this, now it's good. The output path is going to be resized underscore photo underscore one dot jpg. Then here I can open the image. So I just say image equals, this image we imported here. So image dot open. So you open this input path, all right. And then the next thing is to show the original size of the picture. So print original size. So it shares image dot size, tells you the size. Then you can resize the image. Now, example, maybe you want 800 by 600. You can change it freely. So new width is now 800, new height is 600, and then the resized image is image or resize, then the new width by the new height, and then you can then save the resized image. So resized underscore image dot save now into the output path. So this resized image now will be saved into the output path, and the name is resize underscore photo underscore one dot jpg. So once that is done, it tells you image resized successfully. Okay. So just run the code and that's done. I mean, so fast. So the original size is 1600 by 900. Now it is resized to 800 by 600. So if you come here now, you see this is the input, this is the output. So if I open this, you can open this and then it shows by the side. So you can see this is the original image showing by the side. This is the resized one. So you can see the size has been changed, but you can see that there's a bit of distortion. So look at the original, okay? So now looking normal and look at the new one. So it looks a bit distorted. Um, but then, okay, of course, I can download that so we can see that later. So download, yeah, gone. So of course, apart from this, what if you don't want to see, like you, okay, I think I showed you distortion. So you can see there's a kind of distortion on the picture. So it's like the sizing is looking a bit off. It has been resized for sure, but we can have it better. And that takes us to the aspect of resizing with aspect ratio preserved. So you want to resize with aspect ratio preserved. So here now, so to prevent stretching or distortion like we had previously, so from PIL, you import image again. So you define a function, resize with aspect ratio. So you take the image path, the output path, base underscore width. So the IMG is image.open. So you open from the image path, then W underscore percent. So you tell us the percentage by which this is base width over the float, which is total image size. The image size is integer, float of the image size 1 by float percent. All right. The image resize now is base width h size. So the image of size is now output path. Okay. Then you can print F, resize image saved as output path. So the output path we are choosing here will be this That'll be the resized photo.jpg, right? And then with image size, it tells you the size. So see what's happening there. So the image path. So if you have resize with aspect ratio, so you know this is the function you have defined. So if you want to run this function now, you have to copy this whole thing. Okay, as you copy it, so the first thing is the image path. The image path is just like what we used previously. That's like the input path here. So that's the input.jpg I'm using. Then the next thing is output path. So we are saving it as resized underscore photo underscore two dot jpg, and then the base width. So in this case, now if you just choose the width, and every other thing will resize accordingly. So if you you're going to get something like what you got before, except that it will now be with aspect ratio. So you can always change this to see how it changes. So I click this now, and then it's done. So resize image saved as resized underscore photo underscore two dot jpg with size 800 by 450. So in this case, now the 450 just follows based on the height here. So the float of the image size by float width percent. So it just takes care of that. So you come here now, you can find resize photo JPG like this. So you can see it has been resized, but then it has been resized, but then everything, the aspect ratio is still intact like that. So let me just do one more. So I'll just copy this last line and make the width very small, and then do that. So I do this now. So I take the same input and then I have resized photo 3, and then I want this to be maybe, let me even say 200, right? So 200, I just come and run that. Done. Okay. So it just takes 200 by 112. So if you come to this side now, we see resized photo 3. Okay, join now. So you can see the width is very small now. So you can do, and the aspect ratio is intact. Of course, it has affected the color, the picture quality a little bit, but this is, so you can do all of these things. So with this, I come to the end of this interesting video about how to make a photo resizer. So if you want to resize your photo, this is really helpful. This is practical too. Okay, let me download all these things. So let me just download. The original too. Of course, I had it before. So download, and I can forget about this. So this is okay. Well, I mean, before I come to the end, let's look at some explanation. So PIL is Python imaging library, and it helps you open, manipulate, and save images like we've used before. Then dot resize, as we see, dot resize. You see this dot resize right here, and we I think we had it up there too. This dot resize. So dot resize actually changes dimensions directly while keeping the format. And the aspect ratio formula ensures that resizing doesn't distort the image. So you can see the formula. I think the formula is what you see here now to take care of the aspect ratio. So it takes the width, take the base width, and then we also have the edge size, which takes care of the aspect ratio. Then this whole thing works for JPEG, PNG, JPG, PNG, JPEG, .jpg document, .png, .jpeg, .bmp, and so on and so forth. So you can resize the photos using this. Thank you so much for listening. Let me know how helpful this is for you. All right. If there's something else also you'd like me to try out, feel free to let me know in the comments like that. If you have subscribed already, I say thank you very much. If you have not subscribed, why not go ahead and subscribe right away and hit the notification bell also so you can always get alerted each time a new video is released. Having done that, you can, of course, take it a step further. You can become a member of this channel by clicking on join, and that comes with some special privileges, as you'll find out by when you click on join. Ultimately, don't forget to comment, like, and share so that more people can have access to the great content I have going on here. Till I come your way again, keep doing Python right. Bye.